8 hours. You slept 8 full hours. But you woke up feeling like you ran a marathon in your sleep. Your body rested, your mind didn't. And here's what most people never realize. Your exhaustion isn't from lack of sleep. It's from something far more dangerous happening inside your brain while you're unconscious. Studies show 24% of adults experience chronic fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. That's nearly 1 in 4 people. They're sleeping, but they're not recovering. Because while their body is horizontal, their brain is running a marathon. The amygdala, your brain's alarm system, never shuts off. It keeps sending danger signals, even during sleep. And this creates a vicious cycle that's slowly destroying your health. But before we get to the physical damage this causes, let me show you exactly what's happening inside your skull right now. Picture this. Sarah works in marketing, high-pressure deadlines, difficult clients. She sleeps 8 hours every night, sets her alarm, follows all the rules. But every morning, she wakes up exhausted, brain fog, anxiety, racing thoughts. She thought she was just not a morning person. The truth? Her brain was in a war zone. Here's what was actually happening. When you experience chronic stress, your hypothalamus-pituitary-adrenal axis stays activated, even while you sleep. Your amygdala processes threats 24/7. Elevated cortisol levels increase the reactivity of your amygdala, leading to hypervigilance and exaggerated stress reactions. Translation? Your body is horizontal. Your brain is sprinting, processing fears, analyzing conversations, predicting threats. And here's the part that changes everything. Your parasympathetic nervous system, the one that helps you rest, it's basically offline. Chronic low-level stress keeps your stress response activated, like a motor idling too high for too long. Your cortisol levels stay elevated, even when there's no actual danger. This is called emotional exhaustion, and it's not just making you tired. REM sleep disruption is directly associated with impaired emotional regulation during the day. Your REM sleep quality drops. That's the stage where your brain processes emotions and consolidates memories. 7.7% of adults suffer from chronic fatigue that persists despite adequate sleep duration, and most of them have no idea why. But wait, because the physical consequences get much worse. When your mind can't rest, your behavior changes. You become someone you don't recognize. Irritability, emotional outbursts, brain fog. Sleep-deprived individuals show heightened irritability, anxiety, and depression, plus increased emotional reactivity to negative stimuli. You overreact to small problems. You can't focus, can't make decisions. Your relationships suffer because you're constantly on edge. And here's the trap most people fall into. They push harder, drink more coffee, power through. But that's like trying to sprint with a broken leg. Because your brain physically can't recover when it doesn't feel safe. Burnout and sleep impairment sustain each other in a vicious feedback loop. More exhaustion, less sleep quality, more stress. The cycle accelerates, and that's when the physical damage begins. Here's what nobody tells you about emotional exhaustion. It doesn't just live in your head. Chronic stress contributes to high blood pressure, promotes artery clogging deposits, and causes brain changes that lead to anxiety, depression, and addiction. Your cardiovascular system takes the hit, blood vessels deteriorate, heart attack risk increases. Elevated cortisol levels increase appetite and fat storage, contributing to weight gain. Your metabolism shifts into survival mode. You gain weight despite eating the same, but it gets worse. 3.3 million US adults have chronic fatigue syndrome, many triggered by viral infections, trauma, or chronic stress. Your immune system weakens. You get sick more often, heal slower. And perhaps most alarming, chronic stress and elevated cortisol cause structural alterations in the hippocampus and amygdala, the brain regions responsible for memory and emotional regulation. Your brain is physically changing, shrinking in the areas that help you cope with stress, creating a downward spiral you can't escape without intervention. So what do? Real recovery starts when your mind feels safe, not when your body is horizontal. When your mind feels safe. This isn't about positive thinking or meditation apps. This is about biological safety. Your nervous system needs concrete evidence that the danger has passed. Here's how. First, boundary setting. Regular physical activity improves sleep quality, reduces depression and stress, and boosts overall well-being. Not just at work, with yourself. Stop checking emails after 8 p.m. Your brain needs a shutdown protocol. Second, emotional release. You can't store feelings forever. They accumulate like toxic waste. Therapy or certain medications can help relieve anxiety and depression that contribute to fatigue. Talk to someone. Write it down. Process what you're carrying. Third, nervous system regulation. Techniques like deep abdominal breathing, visualization, repetitive prayer, yoga, and Tai Chi counter the stress response. Your vagus nerve, the brake pedal for your stress response, needs activation. Deep breathing, cold exposure, humming. These aren't wellness trends, they're neurological necessities. And here's the truth most people miss. Your body can't heal if your mind doesn't feel safe. That's not a metaphor, that's neuroscience. Think about Sarah from earlier. She finally understood what was happening, started setting boundaries, processing emotions, regulating her nervous system. 3 weeks later, she woke up refreshed for the first time in 2 years, not because she slept more hours, because her brain finally felt safe enough to actually rest. Only 10% of chronic fatigue patients recover without intervention, but with the right approach, most can reclaim their energy. The question is, will you wait until the damage is permanent, or will you start protecting your brain today? Your exhaustion isn't laziness, it's not weakness, it's your brain screaming for help. Share this with 3 people who need to hear it. Someone in your life is suffering in silence right now. They think they're broken. Show them they're not. Your mind deserves the support. And if you found this valuable, there's more where this came from. Subscribe for content that protects your brain, not just your productivity. Because the most important work you'll ever do is teaching your nervous system it's safe to rest.